Thank you. That was so nice. And how about that music of Deborah Davis, huh? And Dave and Nick, thank you very much. Well, I think it's such an honor to be here today, and I believe that we are gathered here today at this point in time in the history of the Inland Empire for special reasons, and especially at this particular time of economic difficulty. I think we need to take a positive stand for the future, and that's what we're doing today by inventorying and showcasing some of our greatest assets, and that's you. Today we'll recognize and celebrate our strong women leaders. These are the ones who will take charge of guiding us into new uncharted territory, but exciting territory of the future. I've seen many of your familiar faces gracing our room today, and we even have the magical Gay Blackstone here from the Magic Castle and also a TV producer. She's a Redlands girl, really, I think, but we're honored to have her here. But you're the who's who of getting things done and affecting change. When I was asked to be a part of this event a few months ago by John, the concept appealed to me for two reasons. Number one, it would involve gathering generations of women, I'm a hand girl here, generations of women collectively from the past and present under one particular purpose. And I also wanted my daughter and other women colleagues who are highly motivated professionals to be a part of this important time and this important WIE opportunity. And number two, I've been a follower of the business press for years, and I believe in their efforts to continually improve their product. They have an honest track record of providing excellent resources to those of us in the business community, and they do marvelous events. They are known for that. In my marketing opinion, their ideal is to build lasting relationships, and that's the best marketing that you can do. And they continually work to exceed expectations. I've also experienced that. And I really appreciate that they continually upgrade and evolve. That's essential. Throughout my career, I personally tried to strive and align myself with those organizations who stand for integrity and truth, which brings me to the acronym WIE. I've always been told and have told my team that there is no I in WIE. It's about the team effort. But in this WIE case, there is an I, because it's about the individual and the individual who's important here. We are acknowledging and showcasing our exceptional women of the Inland Empire. But notice there is no M in WIE because there is no mediocrity here. We are also very balanced in our goals. And I quote a little fun motivational quote from Maud Van de Veen. And she says, "Successful women can have their feet on the ground, they just wear better shoes." The individuals in this room are really all honorees because you were individually with that I selected to be invited today. All of you share the passion of professionalism in all aspects of your lives. John Kerr, Director of Multimedia that you just heard, and other divisions of the Business Press Enterprise, and Enterprise Media, asked me to share some points from my personal branding, speaking venues and workshops, and I agreed to do that because we have two marvelous women here today who are going to speak who have successfully branded themselves and will reinforce this concept through their professional and personal experiences. They are the ultimate visual PowerPoints. Ladies, many of you know that I've been around since Lassie was a pup, but there's always new ways to learn things that we've already known and new ways to do things that we've already known. I begin by pointing out that as women, those of us, especially in marketing and management, it's our job to push the CEOs and those others on our team out in the forefront as the face of the company. But women are especially good at doing this and taking a back seat because it's our nature. We women do a lot of things single-handedly, and I can attest to that. We multitask as we jump through hoops and go through our career U-turns. However, while we women are extremely resilient, we are also extremely resistant to self-promotion. It takes courage to think of yourself as a product to be promoted. I recall Mary Tyler Moore saying one time, "You can't be brave if you've only had wonderful things happen to you." So ladies, personal branding is a reality, so let's be real and let's have courage. Personal branding is a relatively new concept, I think, whose time has come. It's not about bragging about yourself, it's about taking ownership of yourself. I refer to an article that brought this to my mind back in 1992, and it was by Tom Peters in Fast Company magazine, and he said he encouraged readers to brand themselves in a brand you movement that was then taking escalation through the innovation of the website and the internet. So that was way back then. And I tell you here today that if you don't brand yourself, others will do it for you. Or maybe you're already branding yourself under everyone else's label. But I want you to know that I'm not a control freak, but I really do like to control my career and my personal impression as best I can. Because we live in a world with personal agendas, though, you can't always do that. There are other issues involved. And there are those things with, if your brand or your imprint or your identity is not treated with respect or not protected, there's really nothing we can do about that. We can't control that. But what we can control is the reliability of our own personal brand and the dependability of that brand. So that's where we have the control, and that's where we have the opportunity. So I have 5 little points here to ponder that I think are very important in personal branding. Number 1, take a look at who you are and where you want to go. In marketing, we use the SWOT method, SWOT. We inventory our strengths, our weaknesses, our threats, and our opportunities. It's a good reality check to SWOT yourself regularly. Next, ask yourself, what do you stand for? What are your integrity characteristics and your ethics? Your mission in life beyond your career. If you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. Number 3, your personal brand is your unique talents and gifts successfully packaged. It's what sets you apart from the pack, but your personal brand is also non-verbally revealed through your professional and personal style, through your reputation, and through your influence. Do you do what you say? Do you support your colleagues? Do you follow through? And yes, do you RSVP? There is the lady in this room that I have that just for her because she has to do all the collections for people who don't RSVP. But those are the niceties of life, the polish on the gem that you need to do in your personal brand. And believe me, look around you. The women in this room are definitely different from the pack. They stand apart. They're exceptional. But so are you. But how do you fit in with all of them? How do you stand out among the excellence? Number 4, once you've collected your old and new self, you need to package it first internally. More than setting goals, I think you need to develop your personal mission statement. Those are standards that you can measure yourself against in everything you do. You are your best competitor. Your mission and your goals. Your mission is pretty constant. Your goals are like fashion. They change, but style never does. When you think of Quaker Oats, the brand of Quaker Oats, you know that it's been tried and true, and it's a product that has withstood the ages. Nike, they have a standard of excellence in action. Just do it. You could be Hallmark's ageless slogan, when you care enough to send the very best. When people or companies hear your name, they should get a positive visual and personal first impression, your curb appeal. Next, you need to package, which is number 5, and finally, you need to package your career tools externally. how you dress and present yourself to represent your own career field is your signature statement. Think about a logo. Mine is a butterfly because it symbolizes change, and I like that. But a logo is your visual identity. It's something or an icon that you can be associated with that helps people remember you. It should complement your mission statement. So consider your business cards, your resume, your website, your press kits. They should all coordinate naturally and be a personal extension of you. They should match your outer appearance and reflect your inner passion and your character. So your personal brand is totally you, packaged inside and out. An outstanding, dependable product that performs, delivers, and exceeds expectations. You already have all the pieces, all of you. And I want to remind you that no matter what the economic dilemma or your personal situation, each of you has already made a difference, and especially in the Inland Empire, by your perceived unique individual brand. But just think how much more powerful and what an impact your assets can make if you proactively and your personal brand niche is ready and already packaged to appeal to the next level of opportunity that is coming our way. And ladies, it is coming our way. And I do believe that we will be an active force in that opportunity. So I thank you for that. And now we're going to move forward just a little bit here and talk about what's in store for us. The business press is already looking out for us by providing many great resources today as all of you are connecting to each other. But now we're going to present two amazing women speakers who are wonderful examples of entrepreneurship and courage. We begin with the vivacious and tenacious, astute businesswoman, Martha Green. And I think she makes Martha Stewart quiver with intimidation. Martha Green of Redlands is a cooking guru, an entrepreneur, a realtor, an auctioneer extraordinaire, and she's been shaking it up in the Inland Empire for over 30 years. She has raised more than $2 million for a variety of local charities. Martha has owned cooking schools and stores in Redlands, in Las Vegas, in San Bernardino, and she's the owner, the developer of Delectables, wonderful bakery in Redlands, and also the eating room in Redlands. In her spare time, she appears on public radio and television, and she's the author of Martha Green's Cooking Things, which will soon be her new television show on PBS. I've worked with Marcus Wit and Wisdom, and I think she has reinvented herself in more situations than Lucille Ball, successfully. Please welcome the colorful Martha Green.